What's up, y'all? Big Herc 916 getting down with Fresh Out in the house. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Hope you did something exciting. You got to spend some time with some loved ones. Anyways, shout out to everybody who's tuned in. Motherfucking Prison Talk live stream. If you haven't got a chance to subscribe, what the fuck you waiting for, man? Go ahead and subscribe to the channel and support. We're trying to reach that 200K. When we reach the 200K, we're going to give away a flat screen. So make sure you're signed up on the motherfucking subscription and that you subscribe to the website, FreshOutSeries.com, so that you could automatically enter to win. We're going to start doing weekly giveaways. And, hey, you got to make sure you guys are also tuned into our Instagram, which is Fresh Out Series, and Twitter, so that you can hear in case your name is mentioned for a giveaway. You know, we had some sock giveaways last week, but they never responded. So, hey, they missed their opportunity. But if you're trying to win something, subscribe to our Instagram, Fresh Out Series, subscribe to our Twitter, and subscribe to the website so that you'll be tuned in and you'll know what is going on with the Fresh Out channel. Also, about the playlist for Spotify. We got a couple playlists up there. I'm going to start trying to drop one a week. But if you got a playlist and you want it featured so that other people can hear what you like to listen to in our community, sign up on the website, subscribe, and then you submit your playlist. It'd be cool to have a playlist of everybody who likes to get down so we can hear what you like to listen to when you, busting some cheeks, or you're working out, or, you're cruising down the street and your whip, we love to hear what you guys bump. So make sure you subscribe to the website on Fresh Out Series and submit your playlist. Thanks for the donation, Adam. Thanks for the donation, Samuel Adams. For those who haven't got a chance to check out our Patreon, we got Patreon where we offer some cool cooking stuff. We offer to all of our Patreon members first. So sign up for that. It's Fresh Out Series. We got it jumping off, so check that out. We're also going to be doing special Patreon content coming up. We got some dope stuff we're working on that we're going to be dropping exclusively for our Patreon fans, and it's going to be some raw shit. So make sure you guys sign up for the Patreon, and we got a lot of good stuff we're going to be offering on that, and we'll be reaching out to all of our Patreon fans so that they can basically get their props for supporting. We appreciate you guys. For those who haven't checked out the Back on Your Feet program, if you got music, you're an artist, ex-military veteran, young student, ex-convict, ex-felon, hey man, submit your paperwork, your stuff to us. We'll get back to you with some paperwork and, get you guys on here so we can, help you guys promote your music. And, you guys can basically tag us on social media, cross-market it, but we'd love to help get you guys stuff out there, featured on our website. So check out the Back on Your Feet program and let us know what you think. We're still doing pre-orders on the shoes and on the slides up until March 15th. And then we're going to, it's going to go to a different price. So if you want to get a pair of slides or the Fresh Out shoes, make sure you guys do your pre-order right now, and we can get them out to you as soon as we stop the pre-orders. We're going to be, working on getting the orders together and shipping them out. So check that out. But, yeah, man, we were doing the podcast, and we seen that some of you guys didn't like the podcast. So what we decided to do is go back to the old format where I'm in the streets, kicking it outside somewhere, engaging the motherfucking fans, and basically, spitting it raw. So I see that you guys really, some of you guys like the podcast. A lot of you guys didn't like the podcast format for the questions as far as prison talk. So, we're going to go back to the old school. I'll be dropping some questions this week, basically spitting some shit for y'all. And if you're trying to get some game, make sure you also check out Big Herc 916 on YouTube and on Instagram. I kick a lot of shit. Not this prison shit, but stuff that's related to life. And if you're trying to get your mind right. So holler at me. I'm going to get into now some of the people who have donated. Brandon Glidden. Thank you, man. Hey, man, hopefully, you said, hey, man, hopefully we can get the rev share opportunity squared away. I have the Janitorial Wholesale Supplier Corporation. I'll get at you. I have my partner get at you, man. I just been super busy. We've been filming interviews all last week, editing. So it's hard to try to, tap into that. But I'm going to look into it this week. Thanks for reminding me, man. Sorry about putting you off, man. Joe Holloway, thank you for that $10, man. I appreciate it, brother. RJ Scum, thanks for the $5. What are your honest thoughts on the After Prison show? I don't watch it. The After Prison show is not something I would entertain myself with. So, doing my show is enough for me to, as far as share. But I'm not looking to watch any other prison shows because I'm not in prison. I'm not going back to prison. You know what I mean? My life is on the streets, and I only answer prison questions for you guys because it's something that I want to try to basically enlighten you on so that you don't make the dumb mistakes I made. The motherfuckers who glamorize prison, try to tell war stories, I wasn't into that shit. I wasn't running around behind motherfuckers ear hustling, trying to be in the conversation, gossiping. I wasn't doing that. I was in a law library studying to get my ass out of prison. A lot of these motherfuckers want to tell these way off stories about what they were doing in there. Man, that shit don't impress me. I'm not impressed with that shit. If you did your time and that's how you did it, then cool. But, prison war stories, man, I'd rather hear about motherfuckers getting money on the street because a lot of people that are in prison, they be lying like a motherfucker. No, there's no way for a motherfucker to know unless you tell me what institution they were at and then somebody checks their fucking history. Other than that, a lot of times, motherfuckers be making up shit and it be whoppers. They be selling wolf tickets. So don't believe everything you hear about motherfuckers talking about prison. A lot of times, it's some bullshit. What's up, Wick Split of the Week? Yeah, man, I try to, I'm more or less, man, I share life after. We're starting a new series called Fresh Out Lifestyle, where we're talking about motherfuckers, being successful, even if they didn't go to prison. They were able to avoid the prison life or the jail life, and they were hustling, but they made the right moves. It ain't about going to prison to make you a G. Motherfuckers who try to walk around with all the tattoos and I see motherfuckers who ain't never been to prison with the tattoos on, and it's like, man, what you want to look like you're a penitentiary ass motherfucker? I mean, come on, man. That's some straight bullshit. You're sending the wrong message to the kids when you're trying to promote prison like it's a badge of honor. Ain't no badge of honor going to prison, man. I'm mad that I fucking went, but at least I turned it into a positive, and I'm out here getting something off of it, giving back. But it wasn't a proud moment. Nobody sits in prison and calls home on the phone. Yeah, man, I'm in prison. Yeah, this is some dope shit, man. I'm walking around here, I'm checking niggas. Yeah, man, I'm fucking eating soups and shit with tuna fish. Yeah, man. Yeah, the guard told me to lock it down. I said, fuck that, man. Yeah, I gotta make my bed every morning. They feed me slop. Yeah, it's prison shit, though. Yeah, I'm playing hoop. I'm playing chess. Yeah, I'm doing all that shit. Man, you look like a fucking fool. Ain't nothing to brag about that shit. You trying to get the fuck out of there. So, hey, man, that's what our channel's about. We're about positivity, elevation of consciousness, real shit, not that bullshit, not that fucking, we ain't trying to hype the prison lifestyle up. Motherfuckers talking about, you ain't no fucking G going to prison. You're a G, motherfucker, if you can stay on the street and get paid. Show me how you became a multi-millionaire or how you fucking helped some fucking kids in the inner city get their shit together or how you did something for your fucking family. That's a motherfucking G. Fuck going to prison, man. Yeah. Hey, Big Herc, how should I deal with a punk stepdad who made my school year hell with him calling the cops on me, and it's tough because my mom sold me and chose his side? Man, you gotta get the fuck out of there. You know what I mean? Just get the fuck out of there. Find you another family member you can go live with. Go try to get emancipated. Go to fucking child protective services. Get the fuck out of there, though. You know what I mean? You can't choose your family, man. That's the fucked up thing. You know, your family, man, you gotta, it's just something you're born into. You know, I couldn't choose mine, but I chose my friends, the people I fuck with, and a lot of them are real motherfuckers. So, you know, I don't really even fuck with my family like that. RJ Scum, thanks, man. Thanks for the donation, brother. What's up, Herc? Love your show and the knowledge you be dropping. Keep it going. Give you shout out to Afro Samurai 559 Fresno. What's up, man? Join the military early. What one person suggested. So depending on how young what your age is, youngster, maybe you can go into the military, man. Get the fuck out of there and at least get something going for yourself, and then go back and take you a trade in the military, man. I know somebody who went into the military. They were having some issues, and they got kicked out of college, and their option was to go back to the hood or to go into the military. The dude scored real high on this test in the military, and he got into a program, and he took up a trade of working on MRIs, which the medical field is really big. He got out of the military, got into MRIs as far as selling, refurbishing, and basically started his own company. He's a millionaire now. So, you know, you can take a military career and turn it into a millionaire career. You know? Somebody said, Big Herc, Dooney Smith, thanks for the donation. Throw in the Xbox with the flat screen. Y'all want an Xbox with the flat screen. Goddamn. Well, shit, what are we going to get for y'all, you know, throwing in the Xbox, y'all? You know, tell your people to subscribe and support, and I'll talk to my business partner about the Xbox. You know, maybe we can bust down the size of the TV and make that happen. You know, appreciate y'all, man. Everybody keep subscribing and supporting. Big Herc, have you ever heard of the rapper Stitches? Is that the guy with the tattoos all over his face? I think I've heard of him. Stitches, he's out of Florida. Brad G, man. Thanks for the donation, man. Thanks for the guidance, Herc. Hey, man, you're welcome. Hey, I wish I would have had a mentor when I was young. Somebody who would have laced me up, man, because I did a lot of dumbass shit. You know, a lot of times you can't talk to your parents like the first time I got laid. And, you know, I was trying to get some pussy. I didn't know nothing about motherfucking condoms and how to put that shit on because I didn't have no dad to teach me that shit. So, you know, I'm trying to fuck. I lay my coat down, you know what I mean? Trying to bust some cheeks and shit. I'm in the broad's room. Her motherfucking mom or her grandma's in the front room. I'm trying to hit it and be quiet and be trying to, you know, keep my fucking dick hard, you know what I'm saying? Back then, you know, little man, you know, I had to, you know, try to make it happen like J. Cole said. And, you know, if I would have had a mentor, man, maybe I could have, you know, got laced up a little bit on the whole how to properly have sex and not, you know, almost get a broad pregnant. Rodriguez, man, thanks for the donation. Shout out to Pumas, UNAM, and the U.S. Marines. Much love and respect, Herc. I watch your videos every day, man. You motivate me to hustle even harder and become successful. That's right, man. Shout out to all the military brothers out there doing your thing. And like I said, a lot of my family's in the military. My grandfather was in the military, retired. The motherfucker's, you know, he retired. He got enough money to live out the rest of his life. He invested his money in real estate, made some smart moves. And I know a lot of people, man, who turned the military into a positive, man. So, hey, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Shout out to you. Brandon Gilden, thanks for the donation. He said, if you join the military, pick an MOS job that requires a secret, top secret, or TSCI security clearance. Those clearances carry over to Civi World. That's right. Or, like I said, medical, man. If you get into the medical and you can do a specialized field, the medical industry is huge. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry, probably in the trillions. And anything if you score high on your test, you're a smart guy, use it to your advantage, man. Get in there and fucking lace yourself up, man. Thomas Bagata, he said, I thought you were going to nominate someone deserving from the news every week for wig splitting. I'm going to do that on the prison talk, but you know who deserves a wig split is your boy OJ. Next week, he's got a motherfucking special talking about if he had did it. And I guess this is an unpublished interview that they're now going to release that he describes if he had done it, how it would have been done, and about him having an accomplice. This is a dumb motherfucker, man. He's so cocky and arrogant. Who goes on to tell a story about how they would have or how it should have been done or could have been done as far as murdering their wife and the wife's friend? I mean, dude, he's a wig split of the week, bro. You know what I mean? I can't believe he filmed himself like that, allowed that interview to take place, but we're going to watch it next week, and we'll come back and talk about it. Herc, my uncle got 56 years sentence for continuous rape of his adopted daughter. Damn. Devastated the whole family. Any tips for healing? Man, that motherfucker, man. Any tips for healing, man? I guess just get it out, man. The only way you can get past something like that is probably to discuss it, to bring it out as far as the daughter, for her to be able to share her experience so that people realize what she was going through the whole time. Because I'm quite sure there was signs, and maybe she said something before, and that motherfucking uncle who's a piece of shit, who continued to rape her, was in denial or somehow, I don't know, man. That's a fucked up situation. I would just really embrace the daughter, though, man, and try to somehow maybe get her some type of psychiatric help. Make sure she's not gonna hurt herself and something like that, man. That's fucked up. Josh and Jesus, thanks for the donation. I used to use the fact that I've been to gang females. I was wrong for that shit. Shit ain't nothing to be proud of. I should have been pursuing college. Yeah, man, I hear you. You say so. You used to be gaming females. Yeah, you spend a lot of time and energy chasing ass, man. You know what I mean? When you chase ass all day, you can't do other things. And, making money, establishing a foundation, creating a future, that's what it's about. So, you got to be a little smarter in your time management. And, when you get you a real woman in your life, then you're probably going to go a lot further, because most successful men have a successful woman behind the back that has their back. Somebody says, how do you drop weight if you don't have the money to eat healthy, Big Herc? Plus, I'm locked up. Oh, man, it's hard, man. I mean, when you're locked up, your staples are oatmeal, powdered milk, peanut butter, bagged rice, tuna fish, canned chicken. It's hard, bro. You know what I mean? I used to do the track. I used to do like 2 miles, 1.5 miles to 2 miles on the track, and just work out and buy food out the kitchen, hustle and buy food out the kitchen, because you're very limited when it comes to nutrition there. Yo, Big Herc, how's Pruno? How many cups really get you wasted? I never drank Pruno, man. I've only drank alcohol maybe 10 times. I don't fuck with alcohol. I don't fuck with weed. I don't get high. Anytime I've done anything, or whenever I split a wig, I was sober. I knew exactly what the fuck I was doing. So I wasn't a drinker. I never drank in prison. I never got high. And my focus has always been just keeping a clear mind, clear conscience, so I can stay on point. What's my nutrition like? I try to eat real healthy, no fried foods. I got an air fryer. I cook with that a lot. Make turkey burgers, lean ground, egg salad, shit like that. A lot of eggs. I probably eat like a dozen eggs a day. Not all the yolks, though. And just keep it healthy, man. You know what I'm saying? Watch what I eat. And, just focus on, don't really consume any sugar, no soda pop. No, try to avoid processed carbs. I do have low carb tortillas here and there. Shit like that. Johnson Jesus, thanks for the donation. Oh, I brag to women about going to prison. Oh yeah, prison ain't nothing to brag about, man. That shit, you get out and you're successful, use it as a stepping stone to open up other doors, but a lot of people are scared to death about people who've been to prison, so it ain't really nothing to brag about, man. David Banner, thanks for the $5. Big Herc, do some people fuck up on purpose before release date to get more time because they're not ready to face the real world yet? Yup, you're absolutely correct, man. I've seen motherfuckers get close to the door, and man, they done already did their pre-release, and they're ready to go home, and and instead of just chilling out, they are still fucking around, and they act like somebody disrespects them. They split their wig, and their release date gets pushed back. And those are the people who are scared to death. And these are motherfucking dudes who have been down a long time, or maybe not even that long, but usually 4 or 5 years, and they're scared. In prison, everything is there for them. They got money on the books, all this punk ass shit. But getting out on the street means they got to actually go out there and get a job and make it happen. And that scares the shit out of a lot of guys. So a lot of these motherfuckers, man, don't let them fool you. You watch Lock Up, a lot of these prison shows, and motherfuckers be walking around there, they're hard. That same motherfucker on the street is scared to death, probably doing drugs, and purposely getting dirty piss tests so he can go back to prison, but blame it on the system, saying that he's an ex-felon, so they're fucking with him. Irish Punk 11, thanks for the donation. Big Herc, tell us about some of your cellmates. Were they cool cats for the most part? Any busters? Big up from Minneapolis. Keep doing what you're doing. Thanks, man. Man, I had some cool, some of my cellies was cool. My last cellie was a good dude. I still fuck with him. He's a Mexican cat. We were cellies for probably the longest. I think like 2.5, maybe 3 years. I can't remember, but it was a while. We were really tight. Good dude. You know what I mean? Looked out for each other. And, that was my partner, man. And we still keep in touch to the day. And he's also out. I had a couple of cats that, a couple cats that were more into just the negative energy. And so I tried to stay out the cell and just really keep to myself. Had an older cat who was pretty lost. You know what I mean? He was in there. He's just a lost brother, and, that for the most part, man, the cellmates, unless they had an impact on me, man, I can't even remember most of that. I had a few, but not talking about nothing. The only one who really talked about anything was my Mexican partner, who I still fuck with. You know what I mean? But the other cats, man, they brought nothing to the table of value that I would care to share with you guys. Reggie the Tree, thanks for the donation of 20, brother. Respect, brother. Question, have you ever participated in Scare Straight like program? And do you think programs like that really work? Stay encouraged. No, I've never participated in Scare Straight and never would. I'm not trying to scare a youngster into not doing something. You want to know how you get to a young person and get them to change their ways? You show them something positive. You take them out of their environment and take them to somewhere that they can learn from, whether it be to a real estate office so they can learn about real estate, or to an engineer facility where they can learn about maybe how to build aircrafts, or how to work on cars, or anything besides trying to intimidate them, because that's what they're already used to. They're used to people trying to intimidate them, bully them, talk shit, pump fear. Fear is not what you use to create change. You create change through love, through embracing, through sharing. So if you want to get to these youngsters, man, you take them out to a nice dinner, have them dress up, put on some nice clothes, comb his motherfucking hair, brush his teeth, you know what I mean? And show him what it's like and how people live the good life. When people see that there is a good life, and you don't have to be in some ratchet ass motherfucking apartment, roaches and shit, or run around hanging out, with a bunch of knuckleheads, you'll start thinking twice, man, because when you see a good life, you don't want to go back to no punk shit. So you gotta show environment change. That's what makes the difference. One of the cats is asking about fasted cardio. Good way to lose weight. Yeah, it is. Get up in the morning, do your cardio first thing, and then go get your grub on. Do you think sending young students to alternative school would make them a better person? From what I've seen, when people come from alternative schools, they're worse than before. No, alternative schools, man, I mean, if a person is trying to, if they got expelled or kicked out of regular school and they have no other choice, then, it is what it is. But being able to actually, go to a school that cares about what you're doing and it's not a punishment makes a big difference. Some of these kids, man, they just need to be sat down, or they need to and basically supervised to a degree to where they're made to learn. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's all about the kids' environment. The kids got these phones nowadays. They run around with their friends. You don't know their friends. Know your child's friends. The friends are going to tell you a lot about your kid. So a lot of times parents aren't paying no attention to the friends, and that's what has the biggest impact on the children at that age. So, I think that's, going to the right school around the right kids makes a big difference, but it's all about friendships. Josh and Jesus, thanks for the $10. Do you think America would be a better place if they got rid of the police force? We made it the first 150 years of no cops, and we were a much safer place back then. Give power back to the people. I think that, to some degree, that they need to scale down a police force and that people need to be able to regulate. And if, a lot of times, like when they had the Black Panthers, man, before they infiltrated them and got rid of them, they were patrolling a lot of the rougher neighborhoods and the inner cities in Chicago, New York, Oakland, and things weren't as bad and as violent. The police came in. Their whole thing is to get in there, bust heads. Of course, there are situations where you need somebody to come in and regulate. But when they start profiling, and you see this all the time, man, a good cop, is there, but the bad cop, he's got his ways, and it's a horrible situation. Whether it be in LA, Chicago, New York, it's like abuse of power. You get the power and it just gets out of control. So I think they're all good cops out there. I think a lot of the profiling, the targeting certain individuals. Of course, you got knuckleheads out there, man, but it doesn't need to. It needs to be more community programs, and the knuckleheads just need to be rounded up. You know what I mean? And basically, if you want to be a knucklehead, go be a knucklehead. If you want to really be a gangster, go into the motherfucking military and go fight. Go take a motherfucking strap legally overseas and put in some work if you want to be a gangster like that. Otherwise, you're wasting your time because going to the pen for killing somebody is not gangster. Do you know Elizabeth Falcon from Salinas, California? She said, no, I don't know her. Doesn't sound familiar. Big Herc, they say that there's 24 hours in a day and we don't need sleep. Coming from nothing, how much do you sacrifice sleep? Also, Big Herc, do people eat ass in prison or just bust cheeks? Wow. I've never heard of another man eating another man's ass in prison. That's never crossed my conversations. I didn't fuck with them type of people in there, so I don't know nothing about ass eating. As far as 24 hours in a day and sleep, I go to bed often around 1 o'clock because I'm out, doing my thing, and I get up at 8. So I have long days, man. I feel a sense of urgency. Every day I feel like it's urgent that I get out and make money, that I hustle, that I provide for my family, that I, create another revenue stream. So I'm not the type of motherfucker to be laying up in the bed sleeping. You know what I mean? Do you know, she says she met you at the Monterey car show. Huh. Maybe. I go to Monterey Pebble Beach with my wife, so maybe in passing. I was there last year and I'll be there this year. So if I was there, maybe I did. I don't know her. I don't recall the name though. Is it still wise to invest in crypto? You got to really play. Crypto's a long-term thing, man. I mean, the people that got in early made a lot of money, but it's long-term. So if you plan on making quick dollars, I think that you're kind of fooling yourself unless you know something I don't know about any of the ICOs. But otherwise, if you plan like 5 years down the line, and even right now, you'll have the opportunity to make money. So think long term. Somebody said most trustworthy race in prison. Man, there's no most trustworthy. It's all about individuals. You know what I mean? Some individuals are more trustworthy than others, but I wouldn't say that there's one race that's more trustworthy than any other race because everybody has their issues. Big Herc, my Israeli friend wants to know that the prison system teach inmates about the Holocaust because she wants to know that the worst genocide could hopefully help inmates redeem themselves. No, you read about the Holocaust on your own. And, the genocide, it's still going on right now. Look at the slavery right now in Libya of blacks, of Africans. So as far as people and punished, I think America's biggest genocide was that of the slaves. You know, you had the slaves coming over here, and then they tricked the Irish into being police and basically, regulating the blacks. So I think that was the biggest Holocaust. I mean, realizing that you come from something and you're more than just a slave and that you have a history is one of the big things. A lot of people, and that's why the black community is all fucked up, because they're discombobulated. They don't know where they come from, and they know nothing about their history. So I think if blacks blacks themselves, just like the Jews know about the Holocaust, if blacks were more educated, as is like the Hispanics, everybody would get along better because they would realize we all have value. Nobody's better than anybody else. How long did it take till you get on your feet once you got out? Shit, man. When I got out, I didn't know what the fuck I was going to do as far as work-wise. I didn't have a job lined up, but I put the energy out there. So through the laws of attraction, I was able to hook up with a homeboy who put me up, with a job so that I can get the fuck out the halfway house. But I had, every day I was in prison, I had plans that I wrote down, and I had plan after plan after plan. So if this didn't work, I'd try this. And I tried to basically keep up with the news and what was going on so that I could, have all these different ideas that I could implement when I got out. I used to be a porn star, so I thought maybe, okay, first I can go back to the porn industry. If that don't work, I can get into maybe being an actor or get into something to do with cars. Or, I wrote a couple of books in prison. I can slang my books. I can get out and do some bodyguard stuff. I can get out, and try to establish myself, maybe doing some type of promotion or something, or personal training, because these are jobs that were, I could do physically. And then once I got a little money, I started buying and selling cars on the side. I started investing in, different things as far as flipping clothing, different, I was always a hustler. So if there was something to be bought, to be flipped, I knew how to, I knew how to get down. How long after you did you create your channel on YouTube? I got out in 2008, and I started the YouTube channel in 2013. So it was a little while after I got out because I didn't have the resources. Big Herc, can you sell the books you made in prison or make an autobiography? My books are available on Amazon. Bedroom Gangster, you know what I'm saying? I got a book where I talk about, getting into the porn game and hustling and, an ex-felon who gets out and does his thing. Check it out. It's on Amazon, man. You can order it, Amazon.com, Bedroom Gangster. And I got another book called How to Get Down in the Porn Game. You know what I mean? Somebody says, will you have kids? I don't know, man. Maybe I'll adopt. My wife is past the age of having kids, so if I have any kids at this point, they'd be adopted. Top 5 rappers? Man, that's a tough one. I fuck with a lot. I fuck with Nas, Scarface, of course, Tupac, Rakim, KRS-One, Jeezy. That's a lot of rappers, man. And, if mixing old with new, it's hard to pick right now. Jay-Z, some of his shit. I fuck with, Sibo. Some of Mozzie's shit. He be spitting, I got to give props to everybody. A lot of rappers out there. Big Herc. Someone said, is using a lock and a sock to beat up a dude trying to fight you on the street okay? Hey, man, if a motherfucker's trying to get down on you, you got to do whatever you can to get him up off you. It's better than shooting a motherfucker. So if a dude is bigger than you and you got to lock sock his ass, hey, man, defend yourself. Don't let a motherfucker go upside your head. How big is MS-13 gang in prison? I don't know. The prison gangs, man, none of that shit amused me. Herc, any tips on hitting a lick, Big Herc? Nah, I ain't got no tips on that shit. I'm done with those lick days. If you want to hit a lick, basically invest your time into researching the latest tech development or the latest medical development and invest your money in some penny stocks. And that way you can, get the bubble, or you can turn around and that company get bought out, or come up with an app. Invest your money in that and your time into an app. Get you some programmers off of Fiverr and come up with an app that you can put out there that kids or people will use, and you can sell it. You got to think big, man. Robbing somebody ain't gonna get you nowhere. It'll get you a lot of enemies. So Tribe Called Quest too, yeah. Big Herc, I'm taking a. Oh, I don't want to talk about that one. Tier Talk, thanks for the donation. Let's do a show together, collaborate to discuss a balanced approach to corrections. Let's have a dialogue that showcases both sides. Shoot us an email at FreshOutSeries@gmail.com, and let me check out your shit and see what's up. So holler at me. Somebody said text me. I see your text. I don't know if I can follow right now, but shoot me an email at FreshOutSeries@gmail.com if you want to holler, and then we can get at you like that. I can't really text you from right now because I'm doing this live stream, but shoot us a email. Somebody says, why do you fuck with Mozzie if he is Oak Park blood, Big Herc? Because I'm above and beyond. Now, don't get me fucked up. I love my neighborhood. My neighborhood is a Crip neighborhood. I fuck with Bo. I was in, juvenile hall, boys ranch with Bo. Mozzie, I'm outside of the gangbanging shit, man. If we just look past like the gangbanging, like whether it be Mozzie, YG, or I fuck with G Perico, just different people. I'm just talking about the message. Some of the shit, man, I can see where he's coming from because he's speaking the message. But the gangbanging shit, I don't support, man. Because it's like, for what, man? We funking over nothing. You know what I mean? We can get so much fucking more money if we think and work together. I remember a dope boy told me, man, when I was walking around with Dickies, honcho boots, blue tank tops, rags and shit, repping. And when I was walking around the North Highlands doing he said, man, how you gonna gangbang and make money? He said, you can't sell dope to everybody if you gangbanging. You got motherfuckers gonna want to kill you. He said, I make money because I fuck with everybody. I'm a motherfucking businessman. So it's just like life, man. You can't be on some bullshit and make money. You gotta expand that shit. Mozzie does songs with G Perico. I see him fucking with different E40, Too Short. You gotta be outside. You gotta expand yourself. All the motherfucking hate and anger and going back and forth that we do about just bullshit. It's really, man, it's so small. Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Richard Branson, they're not giving a fuck about blood or Crip. They on some money shit. Nigga, Richard Branson got islands. You know what I'm saying? You don't hear Jay Prince talking about that shit. They're about bread. You gotta think above and beyond when it comes to actually expanding your wealth and your horizon. So I look at it like, the music, the beat, I can't knock a motherfucker when he can flow. But as far as like gangbanging, man, hey man, I love to see brothers getting along. And I don't have no animosity towards motherfuckers who are from different neighborhoods because I feel that we can all contribute something. You know what I mean? Big Herc, how is a white gang member treated in prison? Someone that is a traditionally black gang like Rolling 60s. I talked about that before, man. I did some white Crips from my neighborhood. They were banging in Folsom, Crip, nigga, North Highlands Crip. I see white Crips in the pen. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers kept to themselves, did their thing, and then nobody fuck with them. It's all about how you carry yourself. I knew a homeboy, he was from Compton, a Mexican cat. He was a Crip from Compton. So, it's not about, it's about you having respect. And if you're in the streets, man, and you a reputable motherfucker, people are gonna recognize and you're gonna get your props. But if you a buster and you go up in there on some bullshit, you're gonna get exposed, man. So if you're a buster, stay your motherfucking ass out of prison. What about X-Rated? Oh, X-Rated got heat too. I don't know if he's out or not. I haven't heard any word about X-Rated. Yeah, man. But for the most part, man, like I said, I got love for brothers who are out here doing something positive. Cats is getting money now at a younger age. And I got to respect the game, man. I can't hate on a motherfucking getting paper. And we need to think like on a larger scheme of things. We fighting over peanuts. Man, there's money across the world. Fuck tripping off a block, nigga. I'm trying to get money across the globe. I'm trying to go to Switzerland and fuck with a motherfucking bank over there and do some big shit. Fuck this limited myself. So, hey, word of the day, stay the fuck out of prison, elevate yourself, and get paper, man. And like I said, we're going to be going back to the old style of the prison talks. And we got this new series jumping off. We're going to have a dope-ass interview, Court Dog. He's spitting some shit. No limit. Much love. And, yeah, man, keeping it real. And I'm going to be having other young entrepreneurs. And if you're an entrepreneur who avoided the trap, who's positive, who's getting money, and you got something to show for, shoot us an email at FreshOutSeries@gmail.com. Love to hear from you. Tier Talk. Thanks, man. Email's been sent. Respect what you're doing. Enjoy your channel. It'd be good to show a balance and build respect on all sides. I agree, man. You know what I mean? It's all about expanding, building, expanding knowledge, sharing information, and surround yourself around successful people. If you got a bunch of broke motherfuckers around you, you ain't with the right crowd, man. So shake them. All right, y'all. It's been 40 minutes. I got shit to do. I got to go hit the gym still, and I still got to work on some other shit. I got a workout book I'm trying to put together for y'all. Resistance responsive training. And, I got to get busy. Still got some hustling to do. So tune in next week. Same time, 8 o'clock, Tuesday. And also subscribe to Big Herc 916. I kick a lot of shit on there. And I love spreading a positive word for you guys. I'm out.